In this episode, we're going to upgrade the blower motor to a much more effective and efficient blower motor with a new blower wheel, but at the same time, we're going to cause a major water leak. Stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy the episode. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of RC Classic Garage, and in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at my 1968 E-Type blower motor, which stopped working many years ago. So looking at the wiring, it really does look pretty simple. You really have the motor and a resistor which controls the speed from the switch. The first thing we're going to check is using the multimeter. We're going to measure the voltage coming into the motor, and here we have a full voltage. This is good news, as my issue is with the motor and not with the switch and wiring. I've decided to replace my blower motor with a new upgraded motor and aluminium blower wheel. These use 60% less energy, they are way stronger and more effective, and run a lot quieter. I'm going to attempt to do this job without removing the whole heater box from the car. So I'm going to start by removing the battery in the hope that I have enough access to get to the bolts and everything I need from underneath. With the battery out, I can get to the 4 size 8mm nuts from underneath. And with the 4 nuts off, pulling out the old unit does take a bit of twisting and turning in order to get it out of the car. And then fitting the new unit is just the reverse process of taking the old one out. So you start off by putting the wiring into the old wiring harness, and then due to the limited space and tight access, it's easier to push the aluminium blower wheel into the casing first, and then put the motor onto it and tighten the aluminium wheel to the motor. And then it's a matter of just tightening up the 4 nuts once again. And with the battery back in, it's time to test to see if it works. And then we did strike an issue. As I said earlier, I estimate this heater and fan had not been used for at least 25 years. The heater control had become stuck, so I tried to work it loose, and it must have broken the seals inside the heater control valve and caused a major water leak. Now, to purchase a new heater control valve, which would hopefully stop the water leaking, and we will now fit that together with the new O-ring seal. So it's actually a pretty simple process of just unbolting the old unit, removing the water pipe, and then pulling the unit out of the car. And then an important part of putting in the new unit is checking behind the old unit to ensure that the pipes are not corroded and rusted away, and you have enough leverage to fit the new unit. After fitting the unit, running the motor, the problem has been solved. Thanks all for watching another episode of RC Classic Garage, where we upgraded this blower motor and fan and replaced the heater control valve to effectively fix the fan and heater on my E-Type. Please join me for the next episode, where we will drive the car about 280 miles in a day back to William Haynes to fit a very special exhaust. Thanks all for watching, and see you all next time.